Here's my surprising win on King difficulty 9.3. The perks I used are Tenacious, Hoarder, Politician, and Persistent. And we're playing King of Nature. Okay, so this could be decent. Could be fine. Okay, we have one boar and Procreate plus Forest. Yeah, that's actually a good start. That's something we can work with. Okay, so now boars are very good, so we upgrade the boars. Okay, this is what I want to see, guys. We have the boars, we have a forest, we have a stone dude. King of Progress is pretty hard to beat though. And then we need some damage dealers. Like, in theory, we also could go for defender boars, maybe? Like, if I get a defender, I think we try defender boars. That's all trash. I guess I roll once. We get nothing good here though. Like, defender boars would be really good though. I want the defender. Okay, we get a defender. Like, I never tried defender boars. So, I have no clue if this is like good or bait. Or let's find out, I guess. Okay, looks like pretty bait. Yeah, okay. So we need a feast. Feast or GG? There's a feast. Okay, so... Okay, we just try it. So then we have 21, 21. Get a bit more up. Okay, so we got the feast, we got this and that. And the thing is, we have like no damage with the defender boar build. So we just have like massive HP. And the opponents kind of have to kill themselves. And we will find out if this will happen. And the trend is just healing up our dudes. So in theory, as long as we have enough units and enough HP, the opponents should always kill themselves. And then we also heal up ourselves a bit. So I guess in theory it could work, but we will see how this will practically be. Yeah, so let's kind of try and now it did. The fights are really long though. So it definitely takes a bit longer, but that's fine, I guess. Yeah, but you have kind of no damage with the build. Like, I'm not a big fan of having no damage builds, but without damage, you simply cannot kill anything, which is kind of shit, obviously. And we also... Like, the thing is, I need like a cloning or a boar. I should roll here. Yeah, the boar is very good. And then we need defenders next. A way to apply poison when defenders are hit could also help. Yeah, I mean, in this build, poison is okay. Like, the thing is, yes, the poison build is like good with defender boar. The downside is poison is really bad overall. But if you play a build like this, you kinda have to play one poison stack, I guess. But I don't like it, cause poison is like the worst buff you can get. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess if you play it like this, you have to do it. And it's probably, it's maybe enough, like, I don't know. Like, it just takes ages. Yeah, I will not do this again. Like, this is a bit, you know. Like, you can't play just defense. You need to play either full... Like, you kind of have always to play defense and aggression. Because otherwise you will just never beat stuff at some point. I mean, with one poison, we would win this, I guess. And we even beating it like this. Just, we definitely need defenders. Defenders are good. Leveling it up. Okay, that's not too bad in the front line. Like, our numbers are kind of decent. leveling up also the defenders, I guess, is not shabby. Yeah, so we're playing what? We're playing like we're playing like an I don't like to attack build. Like the upside is that both units benefiting from the feast. So it might be better than I'm thinking. So like one poison would be definitely good here. Then we just give it to the boars the poison. And then we are kind of happy. I don't think it matters what we take here overall. I guess we just take like a trapper most likely. And then we just... Now the thing is, I don't really want to play the trapper, right? I guess playing an ore card is probably okay. Because I want to add more forest and don't waste the forest on the small units. So we're kind of maybe playing it more like this. Yeah, like let's see. Like it's all about the boars and the forests and about the beasts. It's kind of all which matters. I mean, the defender's doing a good job. If the opponent's having high damage, then defenders are owning, because then they're just killing themselves. But if the opponent has no damage, then it's like kind of going into endless loop nearly, because then nothing gets killed. So poison, like one poison is fine. One poison should be even good. Okay, so we're kind of making giga-long fights. But it's decent actually. It's actually decent. We need like one more defender and a bit more forest. Like one more defender would be like the best next. So a cloning is what we want next. And then like we never can fight spells. And blood might be like blood should be fine. Because carnage is good. Carnage gives us damage. And we also should be fine against him because he should kill himself just. So I guess blood is probably one of the better ones to get here. Then we defender up. Okay, so we now have boars 3, defenders 3. The trend should not really matter much. So we should just need more forest from this point and more procreate. Like procreate I guess and 2 more forests. And then just the feasts. Yeah, like let's see. Like the longer the fight goes, it probably favors us. We should win this, right? Because the healing is, like I don't know if the healing is stacking up, but probably. I also should probably just take like, wait, we have the damage on. Like, why don't we, wait. I guess we just take some battle damage. Do we need battle damage? Not really. It's fine. Okay, like the healing is also kind of kicking in, not gonna lie. I don't know, like... I should not change the settings. The settings are fine. Okay, so actually, performing kind of well. Like a cold run is basically like just the poison stuff. So, taking a cold run... And the thing is also, we don't really need to buff the defenders much, right? It's all about the boars. So, we can just cold run this here. Welcome, Mac and Cheese. Yeah, we are starting some difficulty ones and seeing how far we can get. Like the cold run onto the defenders is doing actually a pretty good job. Because we are kinda immortal and then this adds damage. Yeah, so if you play just immortal builds, then a poison is definitely doing work. Yeah, have a nice lurk. You're welcome. I mean, welcome. Welcome to the lurk zone. Okay, so what do we really... I don't think the trend is really doing much. We don't want the cemetery though, really. Cemetery also does nothing. We have both the same unit count. Like the vamp also should not do anything because we have like no damage. Like, we play like no damage with this. Like, literally no damage. So, we could roll for Carnage. Or we take the Trend. The Trend is actually doing not badly. Like, probably Trend is fine. And a wild card is definitely not bad. Like, we don't need... Like, another poison does nothing. The sack is also not doing anything. I mean, I don't think an additional poison stack is really worth it. Like, one is fine. I don't think doubling it is like really much. We just need to scale on the HP. So the overinvest is like also not bad, but I think I need the rolls just to like for the decrease. We seem to be strong enough for now, and finding a second feast is way better than overinvesting. But a wild card gives us more, like a wild card for 30. Yeah, the thing is, I think it's better that we don't buy anything and save the money for the rerolls. Because getting a second feast is like giving us way more value than leveling up the forest, or than giving us one poison, or than giving us like one overinvest. Like, it's all about the feast. If you don't get the second feast, it's over the run, and the other stuff is not doing so much. And we also should be kind of good enough for now. So I think I just, like, if you play these high difficulty runs, you have to know a good build, and then stick to it, and also all in onto it. Because if I split my money into stuff which is just giving me barely stats, and then I miss like the important thing, like then it's over. So I think we just have to kind of double down. And like, the thing is, the Trend is actually doing pretty well here. So honestly, I think we just, like, the Trend also got buffed recently. The Trend is now also doing damage always. And this might be okay. The ballistas are kind of strong though. Like, the ballistas are kind of strong, but maybe we can still... Yeah, like, the thing is, once the ballistas are dead, we're fine. Yeah, and they just kill themselves. Okay. Looks better than expected. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, now we can take, like, another cold run. That's not bad. And then we... Then we what? So, do we ever want to buff the defenders with something different? Not really. I mean, it's all about buffing the boars. I'm kind of sure. I mean, you also could play one forest there. I guess we should just upgrade this cold run like this. Like, getting a cold run like this is not bad. I think it's not ideal, but it's definitely decent. But we have not enough units now. Like, the opponents have been like, what do we? Okay, that's way better than expected. Maybe I'm hating a bit too much on Defender Poison. It's actually kind of interesting. So, is an overhaul helping us? Like, we cannot get anything better than overhaul here. So I guess an overhaul is alright. And then we need to place probably just a trapper on the backline. Like, we will sack this anyways. So I need to place this in the spot where it's... Wait. We can just sack this here. The ore card is not doing anything, I'm pretty sure. So we just sack this and get like this and this upgraded. That's decent. Like, I would really need some more procreates. Like, we have not enough units. Like, more procreates would definitely also help a lot. But next, like, we need the feast next up. Yeah, another cold run is probably also fine. So, like, the feast is all we need. Like, the other stuff really is not mattering. Okay, there's a feast. We need to roll a bit for it, but we got it. And yeah, what can I say, guys? Do I want to have something different in this spot here? Like a forest in this spot would be also pretty good. I think I really don't want another cauldron. Like I could place one cauldron on the boar side, maybe. Like maybe we could put one on the boar side, one more cauldron. I don't think more cauldron is doing anything though. Okay, so we have double feast. We need now procreate and forests. Just to enhance our stuff more. So I should roll. Yeah, cloning is good. Because cloning is basically... So wait, so this is also maxed out, right? This is all maxed out now. So we just... Like the thing is, I should also just get one forest, I guess, onto my defenders. Because they have the highest HP and benefit the most. And also benefit then from the stats of the boars more, if they have more base stats. Yeah, I mean, can that actually work, guys? I'm a bit skeptical still, but it's... I have some hope, but it kind of does better than I was thinking. So the carnage is definitely really good. So we definitely want the carnage. And then we just carnage our boars. Like, carnage is really good, because carnage is basically AoE damage with HP. So that's very good. This should make us quite stronger. Like the biggest issue is right now that we have not enough units. So we definitely need like more procreate. And I also need to, like, I don't think there's really much, like the converter should be fine. A converter should be really not too bad. Because it's a really long fight. And then the converter will get some value. And we also cannot get much else out of pure progression. And I need also to save my money for the next decree rolls. But we need like a third feast. I think if we are able to get a third feast, we are probably fine with the run. And yeah. So playing something which I was not planning, but seems to actually do decent or better. Okay, so the question is procreate or no procreate or cloning. Like, I think it's a procreate. Like, is the forest really doing much better? I think we need more units. And then we should first go onto the defenders. Like, I think one forest on each unit is maybe enough value, and then more units are benefiting us more than just getting a small buff. Okay, like are we owning now or what? Is there anything good on stone? I don't think so. Like a flame tower, a flame tower is actually good. Because the flame tower is working well with the cauldron, and it can't get mounted, I think, right? Because it's a build, it's a tower. So the flame tower should be actually really good here. And so we place it just on the side. And then we could even give the flame tower probably more cauldron stuff. Probably. So this should be a good play, right? Because the fights are long, it can't get mounted from the boars, which you also don't want. It's a bit slow, but it also poisons, and this is attacking like a lot. So I guess it's a decent add-on on top. So we have the one carnage. Okay, oh, let's do like, what the fuck, guys? Build better than I'm telling myself, huh? So I guess we just take another carnage. Is there anything else? Like, we seem to be good right now. So the biggest thing we need to do is just get actually just more. Like, we should win the next fight also. And the thing is, like, I don't think the cauldron is really doing so much here. I really want to just honestly get more money to have more rerolls for next turn, for the victory. But I think we're winning anyways next turn. Most likely. So, like, if we get a third piece, I think we're fine. I think then we win the run. So, I think the next degree is, like, really important. Like, I think the third piece is just insta-winning me the run. Yeah. So, we don't... Like, the thing is, just one more forest is fine. Or procreate again. But I don't want to roll here. So we just take... like another forest here. Okay. We just need to feast. I mean, the thing is, we have... How much rules do we have? We have 40 and then 50, so 90. So we have basically 2 rolls. The fertility is also quite good. With like 3 procreates are pretty strong. Like the only better thing would be feast. And the question is, like, if we would hit it, if I would know we hit a feast, I would roll. Like the venom is definitely not what we want. Outsourcing gang. I mean, the thing is, the question is the fertility good enough? Like a third feast is instant win, I'm pretty sure. And the fertility also is pretty good. And then we get like a lot more units. It's kind of hard. The thing is, if I take it and then we would hit the feast and we lose now, I'm sad. But if I roll and we don't hit, I'm also sad. We're doing pretty well so far. I think it's probably good enough. Because more units also benefiting us a lot. I think it's probably good enough. Because then we get like a lot more units in. I cross fingers that I'm not betraying myself, but I think this is probably good enough. And then we put down like 1 more forest there. And I cross fingers we don't lose now. But getting like 36 more units is like also a really big tempo spike. Because the opponent's also increasing in numbers a lot and we kind of need to keep up. Okay, so is there anything... So the thing is now, is anything else good? I guess we should roll once. Like an overhaul is good. And then we just, like the converter is not doing much. So we can just sack this. Or we actually double upgrade onto the forest, actually pretty... No, also 1 upgrade here, but I mean, it's some levels. Okay, so King of Progress was kind of a bit tough. Stone is easy. So we can keep stone definitely. Earthworks, like the thing is, like we don't need more fields. More fields are literally doing nothing for us. Like another cold run is also not doing anything. Stone has nothing we really can get. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what we take here. So and now we yeah, progress is definitely the hardest fight. And we also don't need any more cards of him. We were beating stone easily, we're beating nature easily, and we also should beat imps easily. So making peace to progress is like really good. And then we should, I mean, 1 more carnage should be also good. Like we're probably we are probably good enough, right, to win. Because we have scaling, the defenders doing way better than expected. We're probably strong enough already. Like, can we do this, guys? Like, yesterday I was hating a lot on poison build. So it would be pretty troll if the game is now getting me an easy win in with the build I'm hating on. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, so we should definitely roll once here, I think. Because we, like, a procreate or cloning or forest. Yeah, Procreate is pretty good. And we also still have 1 life we can kind of get away. So we are probably doing it, guys. With the build I'm hating on the most in my life. That's pretty troll. Yeah. Okay. So let's see first. Guys. Yeah, I mean, I guess the Flame Tower upgrade is not too shabby. Not a forest. The thing is what? The thing is, we should take a forest. Because now the forest is good scaling. So we just take 1 forest with us. Then we definitely, like, the thing is also, so the Flame Tower gets upgraded. He's doing probably a bit more, like, if we want to kind of max out the damage just. And we should just go for more defender value, right? Because the defenders, like, we should go for defenders, I guess. Because they have more base HP and kind of benefiting more. Okay, so the Imp Dude is just getting... The thing is, the Carnage is just kind of destroying the Imp Dude. Because we have high HP and then we just splash them down. Okay. Woo, guys! King 9.3 beats him with, like, the most hated build of myself. That's pretty troll. Yeah, I guess we just get more Carnage in. Like, getting more Carnage stacks for more HP damage should be just fine. Like, the only question is now, like, I think we make it till the end boss. The thing is, can we beat the end boss? Or is the end boss, like, too scary? Like, the end boss, I don't think we die before the end boss. But we are, like, I'm not sure if we have enough damage for the end boss before my units are dying. That's kind of a bit more my concern, I would say. Yeah, I mean, I guess I want first just to get as much money to have rolls for the tree again. Like, I'm still a bit afraid of the end boss. Because we have, like, no damage and the end boss has, like, most likely high attacks. But we also, like, we should be fine against the end boss. But we just reflect the damage, right? So, let's see. So, yeah, what can I say, guys? I have to give probably the Defender Poison build a bit more credit. Sorry, my bad. But I'm the last people who is not admitting if he was wrong. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can also take a Flame Tower. Okay, there's a Feast. Yeah, the Feast should now seal the deal. Like, I think with the 3rd Feast, then now we have like 2k HP. Yeah, this should be now game. Like, the 3rd Feast should seal the deal. And we even have like 1 more life. Like, the thing is, I would actually like to lose 1 more fight to be able to get more progress. Like, you know what I mean? Like, actually, it would be good to lose 1 more fight before the end boss. Wait, this is maxed out. Because then we would get more units of progress for our perk. Yeah, I think we're just doing it, guys. I think it looks good for the win. Because we got the 3rd piece. Like, honestly, this would be kind of great. Like, okay, guys, the build is better than just better than I was thinking. These are only units. There are no good units we can get, and I guess we still like buy a card just to play 1 more card. Then we Carnage like you, and then I guess we should just still. I guess 1 more Flame Tower is better than 1 more Cold Run, probably. So, and this should be maxed out, right? This is maxed out. Yeah, like, I'm still a little bit afraid of the end boss, but we should be fine. And we even win with 2 life. And that kind of means that, yeah, that I have to give this build more credit. Yeah. Because the other ones I won on King 9 was with 1 life. And now we even have 2 lives. So this build is like way better than the build I was playing last time. Damn it. My chat was right, guys. Feels Batman if the chat is right. Lol. Yeah. Can we get anything good? A Carnage, I guess? Like, it's the last fight anyway, so we can just roll for the Carnage. And then we just play the Carnage and cross fingers and cold run this a bit. Like, I don't think the Paladin does anything, and I don't want to waste my forest buffs. So this goes away. Okay, guys, cross fingers. Like, I think it should be fine, but I'm still a bit afraid. Let's be honest. Oh, guys, okay, Defender Poison build actually really good. My bad. Yeah, I'm admitting I was wrong, guys. Twitch chat always best. But can we do it still, guys? The fight is giga long. But my dudes are kinda seem to not die anymore. And the opponents are dying kinda slowly. And the poison is also... The poison, the flame power is doing not much, but the trend plus the defenders are really good. And it seems like we just out-heal everything. So it's kind of a long fight, but it really looks like that my dudes are not dying at all. But the thing is, my defenders doing also no damage. Like, the defenders are not doing any damage. And like we are winning, but it's the slowest win I ever saw, guys. Like, the champion of stone seems to not attack us, or maybe the reflection doesn't work, it looks like. So defenders looks like they can't reflect boss damage. But my defenders are getting out-healed from my trend. So the only damage we have is like the flame towers, which are really low damage, and the trend itself. So we are doing it, but it's like kind of battle of the tanks, which is kind of interesting to see. Okay, guys, poison build defender actually pretty good, and that's the king difficulty numero 9.3 done. And if you like what you see, guys, then subscribe and see more of this shit.